Hey friends, so in this video, we'll show you how to add a clickable button to Canva website because it's not that straightforward and it's not like a specific button that you add to, but there's a couple of ways you can do it. So first of all, let's say I have this specific like a template in Canva, right? So this is a page 1, page 2. So I just use the basic template, right? So let's say I want to add on the first page. Let's say I want to keep this text, like I would put it a bit up or over there, but if I hover to text, right, so I can do a few things. I can click add a text box, right, and text appears here, but it's actually even simple to just add a heading because it's immediately a bigger text. And let's say I want to create a button which says, like, for example, click here, right, click here. This is a text. Like maybe I don't like the specific font. I would change it to League Spartan. It looks better for me. And once I have the text, I have it, I have it here selected. I go to effects. And if I go to effects, you will see there's one of the effects. It's called background right now. So immediately when I add this background, it sort of like creates it like a button. What I would change, maybe I would change the text color to white. And then if I go back to the effect is added over here. I can change the color of the background. So I would maybe make it, let's say, like blue-ish, right? I would make it something like this, like maybe purple even, or even red. It depends on what kind of background you have. You want it to clash a little bit because you want the button to stand out, right? So let's say I want to make it blue over here, right? So that's one of the options to create. And now wherever I move the text, the background immediately moves with it. So let me just move this one out of the way a little bit. Now, there's another way you can do this. So if you go to elements, for example, right, and let's say shapes, I enter shapes, and now I can add a specific shape that I want. Maybe this one, like say, for example, has this sort of also roundness to it. No, this one is not round, right? But if I picked, for example, this one, right, rounded square, right? Yeah, this one has a little bit more roundness to it. Maybe I can make it smaller, right? I expand it a little bit, and now I add text to it as well. I add another heading. I say click here, and I added this one over here. I maybe just make it a tad bigger so that it takes up more of a space. I also change it because I don't like this font. I would change it to League Spartan as well. I like this one. I don't know. It's like it looks clean to me. I would change it to this. I would change the color. And once again, I would change the color of the shape. Again, I would make it blue, but this is just what I like depending on the colors I have here. You might have a different taste. So now we have two basically buttons, two ways of doing that, whichever one you prefer, right? But what I would do now, let's make it so that they have links, right? So once you click on this text, right? So there's two ways of doing it. Either you highlight all of it or you right click on it. And you will find there's this option link over here. So let's add a link. Let's add a link to Canva itself, right? And see how it looks. So I added one link. I click done. So now let me show you a different way to add a link over here. Let's highlight the whole text, right? So it's a bit actually harder to do it, but if you highlight the whole text, over here the link appears. You don't even have to go to specific menu. Once again, I add Canva, I click done, and that's it. Now I have two buttons over here. So if I preview this website, right, let's click preview, and you will see that if I hover over here, nothing happens. If I hover over these buttons, like this, immediately this finger appears as if I can click something here. So I click on this one and I'm immediately to Canva. I click this one, immediately I've sent to Canva. So it's a simple way. Try doing it. It's actually very simple and intuitive. Consider subscribing if you like content like this. By the way, if you like more free tools like this, I have a free gift in the description. Download it, use it. It's my free gift to you, and I will see you in future videos.